Miracosta High School, the home of the Mustangs. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg G.K. Porter for LandsmanProductions.com with the Beach City Sports Flag Football League between the Bulldogs and the Saints. The Bulldogs will be in the red and black, and the Saints will be, of course, in their customary colors. Let's get the lineups first for the Bulldogs. Lucas Stadvac is number 1. Number 4 is John Bellardi. He's at running back or a cornerback. Number 5 is Sam Whitney. He's a quarterback or cornerback. Number 7 is Patrick Sodal. Number 8 at defensive end is Kalani Rusher. Number 9 at defensive end is Garrett Carver. Number 10 is Richard Kick. Number 11 is James Reddington. 13 is Jackson Shea. 16 is Thomas Southey. He's running back or middle linebacker. 17 is Sean Laufenberg. 36 is Jared Tang, and 99 is Adian Peters at safety. Now the lineup for the visitors, and that's going to be the Saints. And we're going to be underway. This is a running clock for 24 minutes in the first half. That ball is at the 28-yard line of the Saints. And running that ball is Parker Murray. Parker Murray, he fell down, and it's not a tackle football, and they got his flag, and it'll be first down. That ball is out to about the 31-yard line, first down, and you go to the 20-yard markers. And of course, these players all know what they got to do. We're just bringing it to you. Jack Spillane is number 6 for the Saints. Riley Acosta is number 7. 8 is Brody Snyder. 11 is Benjamin Ross. 12 is Brandon Weiner. 15 is Ryan Vina. 17 is Kernan Barksdale. And we'll get the rest of the lineup after this play. At the 31-yard line, the Saints with a football. A keeper straight up the middle. And a flag is got by the Bulldog player. Not much of a gain on that play. They were very quick with it, the Bulldogs, in the middle there. Maybe a gain of a yard, a second down, and 19 yards to go. Roman Garcia is number 19. 28 is Brian Terry. 27 is Parker Murray. 99 is Nathan Smith. And 88 is William Newton. Second down and a marker to go. The Saints. The line kind of released on him that time. The quarterback, Parker Murray. And a player down for the Saints is going to be third down. Remember, this is 6, 7, and 8-year-olds playing here. Kindergarten, first and second grade. And young Riley Acosta was injured on that play. And he's going to come out in replace of the substitute player. Tough to see the number there. We're missing the numbers. You know, coming in, we'll try to mention them as they touch the football or make a play out there on the field. Beautiful day here in Manhattan Beach, Miracosta High School. The 2009 CIF champions right here. You're watching 2010 BCS flag football. In Division 4, the first place Bulldogs on defense right now against the Saints. We're tied for first. Or we're tied for first, this being a playoff game. And with it, and they finally get the flag on the play. And it's going to be fourth down. So the defense for the Bulldogs was very tough that time. And they're going to be able to receive the football now. As the Saints are going to turn it over on downs. Rich Whitney is the head coach of the Bulldogs. Defensive coach is Matt Sodal. The special teams coach is Michael Stadbeck. And the assistant coach and the general manager is Adam Shea for the Bulldogs in red and black. The winner of this playoff game will move to the semifinals in Division 4. Round 3, if you will. The kick by the Saints is over to a speedy, looks like number 8. He's going down the left sideline. He's got one man to beat. And no sign of a touchdown. He got all the way down close to the goal line on a beautiful run by, looked like Kalani Rusher. Number 8, Kalani Rusher on a beautiful run. He got that ball and he took off and he got around the end, around the corner, and he was able to get down close to the goal line. So the Bulldogs are in business here early. Trying to put the first points up on the board, the scoreboard that you can see here. 18:57, the clock running down here in the first half out of a 24-minute half. The Bulldogs, the snap, dropping back, and a throw is too far away from the wide receiver right there. Sammy Whitney dropping back, and his wide receiver didn't get there. He felt he was under a lot of pressure there, and he just threw it ahead of time, and his receiver didn't get there. So it'll be second down, goal to go. The nose is not very far off the football, off the goal line, I should say. The nose of the football. And here's a throw, and it's intercepted! Whitney threw it, and for some reason he didn't see the man there, and he intercepted a football in the flat for the Saints. Roman Garcia, the interception. And Garcia and his team will start at the next marker at the 20-yard line. So the Saints being able to confuse the passing game there for the Bulldogs early. And at punt and return for nearly a touchdown goes in smoke. They don't get anything out of it. That's why you got to keep hustling if you're the punt team. Now going out wide, there is Jack Spillane. Spillane on a good run along the line of scrimmage. But in a better play, the Bulldogs are able to stop him from gaining any yardage. They were able to get behind the line and get to his flag. Second down and a marker to go, which is 20 yards. Bulldog defense has been very stingy so far in the football game. And they've been stingy on the season. It's just an indicator of the way they've been on the season. It was a high snap, and it goes off the hands of Jack Spillane. It'll be third down, moving it all the way back to about the 21-yard line. So they've got nearly 30 yards to go. And from what I heard, the Bulldogs have been unscored in the entire season. What amazing defense by the Bulldogs, and they're displaying it here in this playoff game as the Saints are having all kinds of problems getting anything going. Now going to drop back in the shotgun, see if maybe something can happen there. And being able to get the flag of number 27, Parker Murray. 4th down. They lose yardage again. And so far showing an incredible defense, 14-50 and counting down in the first half. No score between the Bulldogs and the Saints in this BCS Division IV playoff game. See what the coaches come up with. Hard pressed is the head coach for the Saints to try to get some offense going. Parker Murray. He's got nearly a full house backfield. And going off to his right, cutting inside, and they're able to get his flag. Jack Spillane was the ball carrier, and Spillane, again, losing yardage for the young Saints. And they're going to give the ball up because they went for it on 4th down, and it'll be a first down. In a very short field, they only have to go 9 yards to get into the end zone. The Bulldogs, undefeated on the season. But let's see if they go with a passing game or they decide to go with the running game. A passing game created a little bit of a problem there in their series. Out of a full house backfield, and they want to run that football, and they gain some yardage on the play. Nice run for the Bulldogs. And I believe that's number 16, and that's Thomas Southey. Thomas Southey. Tough to see the numbers sometimes because they're tucked into the pants. But Thomas Southey getting credit for the nice run around the end. And Southey bringing them closer to Pater. No score in the flag football game with 12:35 left to play in the first half. Bulldogs are threatening to try to be the team that scores first. And a pigskin going out left, and it's a touchdown by Sam Whitney. And Whitney, his set was deep in the backfield, and Whitney was able to weave his way for a touchdown. And the Bulldogs getting the pay dirt first with 6 points. Let's see what they decide to do for the extra point try. Or extra points try. Look like they're going to go for 2. The throw, and looks like they're not going to get anything out of that one. They didn't get across the goal line. Can't play it in a tackle way, but either way, he would have been tackled right then and there. 6-0, the Bulldogs lead with 11:18 and the clock moving. And they're able to put some points on the board on a very nice running play around left. Sam Whitney with the touchdown. With the running clock inside 11 minutes left to go in the first half. Driven all the way down on a bounce, and it touched a player there, so it is dead ball. Flag football, dead ball. Once it touches a player on a kickoff. The 26-yard line. Greg G.K. Porter with George Langevin on a video camera. Bringing you all the action here from Mira Costa High School, the home of the Mustangs. A big MC in the middle of the field. Let's see what the Saints can do with it in their series of downs here, as they have been bottled up not to be able to even get any yardage. They may only have a couple of yards gained so far, and we're inside 10 minutes left to go in a half out of a 24-minute half. Both teams have 3 timeouts per game, and running that football straight up the middle, and they gained some yardage that time. Parker Murray has been the workhorse for the Saints, and Murray getting the ball across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Second down. Eight players out there on the field for both teams. Substitution for the Saints. May not be able to see who actually came in on that play, but he's actually going to be a center, so he hikes that ball. Looks like Murray's got it again. Murray shakes a couple players, and they finally get his flag. Thomas Southey getting the flag. And again, gaining a little bit of yardage, not much, but enough to get him a first down. And it's the first down of the game for the Saints. In his shotgun again, Murray. Murray falls down that time. Murray looked like he wanted to try to pass it to a receiver out there in the flank, but he wasn't going to be able to do that. Lost his footing. Artificial surface here at Miracosta High School, Manhattan Beach. Beautiful Sunday. Got the high stadium view for you. LandryVidProductions.com. Check us out. Many videos go to the website. The Saints coming to the line of scrimmage. And second down. 7-13 and counting down in the first half. They're down by 6. As the Bulldogs could not get any extra points. Cutting through the middle. Jack Spillane. Nice little run by Spillane.
4 red flags.
John Bellardi was able to pull that flag from his cornerbacking position. Fourth down. And they're going to punt it. Didn't have enough to get to the first down. Remember, the players cannot rush in until the ball is kicked. And the Saints going to turn it over on downs again. That defense of the Bulldogs has been very stingy, very strong through this entire 2010 season of the fall. Beach Cities Sports Flag Football, and that one is going to be down. Not very far from the line of scrimmage. It's first down at the 34-yard line. So first down at the 34 for the Bulldogs, the team that's undefeated and leading 6-0 in this Division IV playoff game. Hope you're enjoying all the action from Miracosta High School, the home of the Mustangs. Coming to the line, the Bulldogs on first down. They got a short marker to gain. They want to run it up the middle. But getting back there to make a play was Jack Spillane. So Spillane not allowing much of a gain that time. Maybe not even a yard. Second down, the marker to go, a short marker to go, a couple of yards. We're the Bulldogs entertaining a 6-0 lead with 4.5 just about left to play in the first half. Split backfield, hands off to the running back on his left, and he's able to get the first down. Nice run that time. The Bulldogs, new set of downs. Thomas Southey gaining the first down on a good run. Eating up the clock, the Bulldogs. Inside 4 minutes at 3:50 left to go in the first half. Goes out to Whitney. Whitney's going to throw it. He puts it up in the air. He's caught it. And a touchdown, it looks like, yes, to John Bellardi, the 6. Sam Whitney to John Bellardi down the right sidelines, and Bellardi had beat the defender, and it's 12-0. Let's see what they decide to do on their extra points try or point try. With 3:02, now 3 minutes, clock running. Down towards halftime. Pretty good sizable lead going into half, unless they give up points. Right now they're trying to add more points to make it even tougher for the Saints. And off to running back in the backfield, and he gets it. Garrett Carver darting inside the would-be flag puller and getting into pay dirt. And Carver gets the extra point. 13-0 now, the Bulldogs lead. 2:11 left to play in the first half. Let's see what the Saints can do on this kickoff. They're down by 2 scores and an extra point. Not a bad kick, and especially if it goes out of bounds. And unlike the NFL, it's not going to be moved up a bunch of yards. It's going to be right where it went out of bounds. 29-yard line for the Saints. But a short marker to gain for the first down. Short 1 yard. And there's a flag now, and didn't see what the flag was all about. Looks like it's 10 yards, and that's going to go all the way, or 15 yards. Personal foul of some sort. And the big yards marked off, helping out the Saints to the 45-yard line. Dropping back, Parker Murray. And again, that Bulldog defense will make it second down. Lucas Stadvac and also Jackson Shea in on the stop. And that is the end of the first half. The Bulldogs 13. The Saints nothing. Stick with us. We'll be back for the second half in this playoff game between the Bulldogs and the Saints from the Beach City Sports Flag Football League. Second half action set to get underway. And as I customarily say in my broadcast, so get ready to shift colors for all you sailors out there past and present. We have a 13-0 lead for the Bulldogs, and that's a pretty stiff league in flag football, especially at this age bracket. But can it be enough for them to win and go on to the next division? And getting that football was John Bellardi. And Bellardi getting it across the 30-yard line, or seemingly across. He actually did make it across the 30-yard line. It actually works out better for him because, yeah, they can get a first down real quick here. Or with not very much work, I should say. Less than a yard. Sometimes it just works out better for you in flag football to do it just the way it was done that time by Bellardi. Sam Whitney. John Bellardi, the touchdowns in the first half, and a handoff is straight up the middle that time, and gaining a lot of yards, weaving his way, and that is Adrian Peters. Peters still out there being able to be chased, but he might get in the end zone first. Peters, a touchdown! Adrian Peters all the way. 70 yards. Beautiful run by Adrian Peters. Now it is 19-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. That play was an indication of why they've been undefeated this year. Head coach Rich Whitney's club. And down by 3 scores, it's going to be very difficult to come back from a 3-score deficit. And right now the Bulldogs look like they are ticketed for the next round in this Division IV action. Dropping back is Whitney. He throws, and it is an extra point. Beautiful play that time, and they gain the extra point, and it is 20-0. Nice pass from Sam Whitney, finding a receiver out there on a flag route for the extra point. And now the Bulldogs. At midfield. Kick it from the 40. Been confusing all game long for me with the regular numbers. As that touchdown couldn't have went for 70 yards. But he took off from around the 30 and got all the way down into the end zone. Sounded good with the 70 yards. 25-yard line as it's marked on the field. Remember, it's only an 80-yard field that they play. Let's see what the Saints can do now. Saints having a hard time trying to gain anything on the ground. If you can't get anything on the ground, then they can just go after you on the line and try to get to those flags before you can even throw the football. I believe that was Roman Garcia running that ball up the middle. Getting close to the big marker at the 20-yard line. It'll be second down and about a yard to go. If you're the Saints, you pretty much have to throw the football in order to get back into this game, because you don't have a lot of time. And you're down by 3 scores and some extra points. With the football is Parker Murray, but Murray running to his left and didn't gain anything. Lost yardage. Again, that stingy Bulldog defense, they are very quick on the ends. They anticipate very, very well. Defensive coach Matt Sodal has done a fine job with these guys all season long. 20-0 with 18 minutes and counting down coming upon, left to go in the game. And they've just been downright nasty on defense. In 30 minutes of football. Here they come again with a lot of penetration in the backfield, and they get the flag again. Maybe a gain of a yard, but it's going to be 4th down. The marker to go is only 4 yards away, and maybe they just need to go for it. Because they've got to get something established here. And that's exactly what the Saints are going to do. Let's see what kind of play they can come up with. Some sort of scheme. Some sort of way to fake out the defenders for the Bulldogs. Disguise something. Up on the line of scrimmage. And going to hand it out to the running back, but he is got, and Parker Murray, again, getting it across the 25-yard line, but he could not get what he needed to get that time, and so they're going to turn it over again to the Bulldogs. The play just took a little bit too long to develop, and they are so quick along that line of scrimmage, and their secondary are quick too. 16 minutes and 9 seconds, counting down to 16 minutes left to go in the game. 20-0, the Bulldogs. And the young Bulldogs setting themselves up for, I guess it would be the semifinals of this season. Next week. Miracosta High School, I believe. I believe all the games are played right here and at BCS. And we got flags all over the field, illegal procedure. And one of the few mistakes, the interception was thrown, but one of the few mistakes the Bulldogs have made in this football game. Of course, this is a short version infraction, moving them back to the 34-yard line. But remember, they had the big infraction that was a 15-yarder. Those are really outside of that. And the interception, the only mistakes the Bulldogs have made in this game. Sodal running out wide. Sodal still with the football. And they get the flag. Getting it across the marker there. The 20-yard marker. It's going to be second down. The Bulldogs gaining a little bit of yardage. Clock running down to 14 minutes left to go in the game. Saints maybe need to gamble here. Maybe it's too much for the young players to try to do those types of things here. As down by too many points, even if they do gamble to try to come back. Very well organized and scripted, the Bulldogs. And just got some athletic talent going. Jackson Shea with the football there, trying to gain some yards. But the Saints stiffen up that time with Jack Spillane making the play. Spillane at like a defensive end position. Able to range over and get Jackson Shea's flag. Coming down to 13 minutes left to go in this running clock in the second half. Again, the quarterback, Sam Whitney, handing that football off, going straight ahead. Gaining a few yards. Jackson Shea, the ball carrier. Twelve and a half left to play in the playoffs for the Bulldogs to move on to the next round, and that same amount left for the Saints season. But they've had a good season this year. Just isn't looking like it's going to be a continuation for the Saints in 2010 in this fall season. Throw the screen pass out. Looking that time for Jackson Shea from Sam Whitney. He just couldn't hold on to it. And of course, it goes out of his hands and hits the turf. Dead ball. They'll turn it over on downs. First down for the Saints. And they've really got to go long. Got to get some plays with some distance here. Extend their range. And the good thought is that you would like to see the Saints at least put something on the board just to feel good about getting to the playoffs to this mark. But the Bulldogs say, no, we don't want you to get anything unscored upon all season. They keep it going that way during the playoffs here. Inside 11 minutes at 10:50 and counting down in the game. The Saints. Parker Murray has been the man making things happen, and it hits the ground, and it's a dead ball instantly. Not long enough on the snap, and Murray tried to reach out and get it, but he couldn't bring it in. 21-yard line. It'll be second down. The marker to go. Big red line across the field. There's where that marker is. The 20 on the other side of the field. And Saints, team who won 5 games, lost 4, and tied 1. And that was good enough for first place in the gold division. And Parker Murray, a miss. Murray is going to lose the football that time. And Murray Had plenty of daylight. He might have got further. Who knows? Might have got into the end zone, but he lost the football. But it was a big play, the biggest play of the game for Murray and his Saints. Close to the 40-yard line at about the 37 or 2 or 3 yards away from getting to that 40-yard line, which is midfield. Running down to 9 minutes left to play in the game. Nice play. Murray just couldn't find a handle on the football. But he gained a lot of yards in the process. Close to the marker to get another first down, but in the backfield is the Bulldogs again. And who else? Jackson Shea. Second down. Lots of volunteers on Sunday out here with the youth flag football program. Beautiful atmosphere over here at Miracosta High School in the city of Manhattan Beach. Saints, like an I formation, offset I, and he goes straight up the middle, and it looked like it was Murray. Murray going down, but he got it across, or did he get it across? Very close, and he did, so it's a first down. They changed the number on the sticks again. And if you're the Saints, you're thinking, let's just get into the end zone. Let's, in doing so, run the time off the clock in the rest of this game. Because we're not going to catch them, but at least put something on the scoreboard. But don't let the Bulldogs with a chance to get it the football anymore. And with it this time, cutting and darting inside, the flag was gotten by Garrett Carver of Jack Spillane, the ball carrier. Spillane gaining a couple yards. Running close to 6.5 left to play. Just want to get to the next marker, which is the 20. 18 yards to go for that. On second down. On a beautiful day here in November, the playoffs of Beach Cities Sports Flag Football. Greg G.K. Porter with George Langevin Video Sports Productions. With George on the camera, back to Parker Murray. Murray, the signal caller, and his flag is gotten for a loss on the play. And again, the speed along the line. Patrick Soto looks like he got the flag. Nice play by Soto and the speed, recognizing the play. Timeout. And the head coach wanting to try and do whatever he can to come up with a play. I believe it was Jack Spillane was hurt on the play, walking off the field. And I kind of thought that that might have been the case, as one of the coaches came in looking inside the huddle of players there. And hopefully Jack Spillane will be okay. Murray. And Murray trying to go right again, and who is there? Sam Whitney. All the way from his cornerbacking position, and Sam recognizing that play. Getting Parker Murray, and That has been one of the successes, the main success, is that the Bulldogs are able to recognize what kind of play it is, and they're able to get back there with their speed and quickness and not allow much to develop behind the line of scrimmage. Running down to 4.5 minutes left to play in a game. Fourth down. One of the children not too happy down there in the stands. Probably want something to eat. All right, fourth down, but they're going to go for the Saints. Why not? Parker Murray goes a couple of feet to his left, but quickly they're in the backfield, and they get his flag, and flashing back there was John Bellardi. 4 minutes left to play in the game. Counting down. The clock's not going to stop. As the Bulldogs have the football. Rich Whitney's club out there gathering them up. The Saints have had a marvelous season, but it's not going to continue on. The young 6, 7, and 8-year-olds. But that's okay, because they'll be ready to go next year or the next particular season if they partake in that. The learning process when you're young. Types of things you need to do. And sometimes you just run into other teams that just got some guys that a little more experienced at the game than you for some reason or another. Flag on the field, delay a game. And Coach Rich Whitney, not worried about that. Doesn't mind giving up yards here. Just doing some instruction. Gaining some understanding of the play from his players that he wants to give to them. Working on things for the next game, because that's where they're going to be. And he dropped the football. Richard Kick. Dropping it that time, just couldn't find a handle. Opportunity to let some other players develop some skills. At that time, Richard would have liked to have it again. Doesn't matter as far as the score is concerned in this football game, because the Bulldogs are going to move on to the next round. Played a marvelous game in this one. Downright ornery on defense and productive enough on offense. Kick! Running the football and darting inside for a few yards. Going to be third down. The downs don't matter here. They're just running out the clock, running out the playoff game between the Saints or the Bulldogs. Got a lot of momentum in 2010, just carrying it from game to game, and the potentiality of winning the championship. These young 6, 7, and 8-year-olds in the red and black really got something going. On a football, Jackson Shea running out wide, but flying in there as a Saints defender. I believe that was Brian Terry, or Tari in there. 30 seconds left to go. Semifinals. The Bulldogs will partake in next week. 20-0 is going to be the final score unless they run it all the way down for another one. And they're not even going to fool around with that. Rich Whitney says, just take a knee. The winners of this match between the Saints and the Bulldogs, the playoff game, is the Bulldogs, 20-0. Hope you enjoyed all the action from Mira Costa High School between these 6, 7, and 8-year-olds. There'll be interviews and closing comments upcoming, so stick with us. Greg G.K. Porter back here with the Bulldogs from the Youth Flag Football, the BCS, and you are?
Sean Laufenberg.
Sean, how much fun was it to play in this football game today?
Very fun.
Okay. What does your coach tell you, when you guys seem to be able to stop the other team and their offensive tries? I mean, you guys just stop them right at the line of scrimmage, or you get them back behind the line of scrimmage. How do you guys do that?
We usually run shotgun plays or under center plays.
Okay, for offense and defense, what does your coach tell you?
He tells us to get out there and do a good job.
And you guys do a great job. Okay, when you're not playing football, what's fun for you? Do you have any sports at home that you like to play? Video games? Do you have family pets, brothers and sisters, things like that?
I like to play baseball.
Okay. And that's a video game, or is you just like to play with your friends in the neighborhood?
I like to play with my friends in the neighborhood.
Okay, all right. You got any brothers and sisters?
Yes.
And what are their names?
Nick.
Okay. And you got any family pets?
No.
Okay. At school, you got a favorite subject or teacher at school?
No.
All right. You just go to school, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Let me talk to your teammate, and you are?
Kalani Rusher.
Okay, Kalani, talk about playing this game. I mean, you guys are something else. You haven't lost this year, and again, you made it very tough for those guys to get anything going. What do you guys, how does that work for you guys?
We just try our hardest in practice, and we just try our hardest in games, too. And we let it all.
You guys got a lot of speed, and you guys get behind the line of scrimmage, and they can't go anywhere. I mean, what does your coach tell you on that one?
I don't really know.
You just work hard, right?
Yeah. Oh, I don't.
All righty, well, good deal. You got any brothers and sisters, family pets, video games, favorite video game that you got?
2 sisters.
Okay, and what are their names?
Kayla and Malia.
Okay, they play, what do they do?
My sister Kayla plays soccer, and my other sister plays soccer.
Okay, good deal, good deal. And we do a lot of soccer. Okay, when you're not playing stuff at home, video games, whatever, watching TV, you go to school, you got a favorite teacher or subject at school that you like?
Recess.
Okay, recess is the best. Let me talk to your teammate to the outside, and you are?
Garrett Carver.
Okay, Garrett, talk about this season and this playoff game. It's just been amazing, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Anything that your coaches tell you guys from week to week to try to remember?
Yes, he says if you aren't getting better, you're getting worse.
That's unbelievable. Well, you guys obviously have continued to get better and better, and very, very stingy on defense. When you're not playing this flag football, what do you like to do around the house? You got brothers and sisters, family members?
First, I have 2 sisters, and the names are Megan and Jessica. Mm-hmm. And I like playing soccer.
Okay, good. We do a lot of soccer.
Yeah.
All right. When you're at school, do you have a favorite subject or teacher?
PE and recess.
Okay, that sounds good to me. And let me talk to your teammate over there. And you are?
Thomas Selby.
Thomas, talk about just playing in this game today and just the way it's been for you guys this season.
It's been really good because we haven't got scored on through the whole season, and it was really fun.
All right. Well, you guys go out there, put all your energy, and you're ready to go. When you're not playing football, talk about things at home for you. You got brothers and sisters, family, pets that you're playing around with, things at home.
I have one sister, and she annoys me a lot. And I like to play video games, and I have 3 fish.
Okay. And what kind of video games do you like to play?
Wipeout and soccer, like FIFA soccer, and and Wii Sports, and that's pretty much it.
You just go after it and have fun. When you're at school, do you got a favorite thing you like to do at school? Favorite teacher or whatever?
My favorite thing to do is have lunch.
Okay, sounds good. Well, one last thing, you guys look at the camera, say hi, or shout out to anybody watching this video.
Hi. 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 We got a shutout. Woo! Go Bulldogs! Yeah. Woo!
Good job, guys.
And back to him, Rick, from NFL. Kalani Russia rules. Oh, no, he doesn't. Garrett Carver is saying good night and bye-bye. And Kalani Russia rules. And Thomas Selby does too.
I tell you what, these guys are just hams out there. We've got some more of the Bulldogs for you.
My name's Jared Tang.
Okay, Jared, talk about this game. And what did your coach tell you coming into this game? When you guys were warming up, what did he tell you?
He told us to play mistake-free football.
And you guys practically did, didn't you?
Pretty much.
Well, I tell you what, you guys were exciting to watch. You really turned the game around after the interception. It seems like you guys got really, really stingy on them and made things really difficult for them.
Yeah, we did.
All right, when you're at home, talk about things at home. You got any brothers and sisters? I think you already kind of told me you got a sister that or a relative that plays soccer that we've seen before. Talk about those things at home.
I have a brother and a sister. The brother's name's Tyler and the sister's name's Lindsay.
All right. And do they play, what do they play, soccer? What do they do?
Tyler plays soccer, used to play t-ball, and Lindsay plays soccer.
Okay, good deal. All right, well, at school, what's your favorite thing at school?
Reading.
Okay. You're going to get smart by reading, there's no doubt about that. Let me talk to your teammate, Jared. And you are?
Aiden Peters.
Aiden, talk about this game. I know you had some excitement in this game, a big long run.
Yeah. I don't know why I just kept cutting though.
Was that the longest run of the season for you?
Yeah, probably.
Was this run tougher, or was that other run maybe tougher? Do you remember?
This one was probably a little bit easier than the other one.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, I tell you what, I think that kind of broke their backs a little bit, and the big long run like that really makes it tough for them to try to come back. Talk about things outside of football for you at home. Do you have any family pets, brothers and sisters?
I have one brother named Alex, and then I have a couple of goldfish.
Okay. All right. When you're not at home, you got to go to school. Talk about the things at school that are fun for you.
Recess.
All right. Sounds good to me. Let me talk to your teammate, and your?
Sam Whitney.
Okay, Sam. As a signal caller, the guy running the football at times, and then playing on defense, you had a whale of a game. Has this been just kind of a collage of the way your whole season for you has been?
Sort of.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what does your coach try to tell you, to just remember when you're out there?
Call the snap count loud. Make sure you don't drop the snap, all of those stuff.
A bunch of things, too numerous to mention, but you remember them all, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you did a great job, and so did your teammates. Talk about things at home for you. You got any brothers and sisters? They play sports, video games, things at home?
I have a twin brother and then a sister.
Okay, they play sports?
My brother plays soccer and basketball, and then my sister plays soccer and basketball.
Wow, and twin brother that plays soccer and basketball. Ooh. Double trouble. Talk about at school for you. What's the best thing for you at school?
Probably math.
All right, good deal. Well, you guys get a shout out to anybody, your parents, anybody watching this video, and I'll start again with you, the quarterback. You want to say anything? Hi, Mom, Dad?
No.
All right.
Hi, people.
I don't want to say anything.
All right. Well, good job, guys, and good luck in the rest of the season towards winning it all, okay, guys? Greg, GK Porter back here with the Bulldogs, and you are?
Lucas Stadwick.
Okay. Lucas, talk about this game. It's a playoff game. You guys are on your way towards the semifinals, I guess, and a chance to win it all. You guys just played great today. Talk about this game.
I don't know.
Hey, you had a lot of fun in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just went out there and did your best, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Lucas, when you're not playing flag football, talk about things at home for you. Do you have any brothers and sisters, family pets, things like that?
I have one sister and I have a dog.
Okay. All right. What kind of dog is it, you know?
A Maltese.
Okay. All right. Fun dog to play with, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Video games or anything you play with?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you enjoy them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, dude, good deal. Okay, when you go to school, what's the most fun thing for you at school?
Lunch.
All right. Lunches are good at your school, huh?
Yeah.
All right, good deal. All right, let me talk to your teammate, and you are?
Jackson Shea.
Jackson Shea. You had some great plays in this game on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Just talk about how much fun it was.
It was really fun. Just fun.
You know these guys on the other team, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them.
That's good deal. Well, you got any brothers and sisters and family pets? Any kind? What do you do at home that's fun for you?
I like playing my video games. I like playing basketball. Lots of stuff.
All right. You just like to play, right?
Yep.
Okay. When you're not at home and you got to go to school, what's fun for you at school?
Lunch and recess.
Okay, good deal. All right, let me talk to your teammate, and you are?
Patrick Soto.
Okay, Patrick. Just talk about how much fun it was to play in this game. You guys were awesome today. Talk about this game.
It was very fun.
Well, you guys seem to understand the whole game, and you guys are successful and all this kind of good stuff. You look forward to the next game?
Yeah.
All right, I know you do. When you go home, you got brothers and sisters, family pets. What's fun for you at home?
Playing my video games.
Okay. Any certain game, or you just play them all?
I play them all.
Good deal. Okay, and lastly, at school, brothers and sister? At school, favorite thing at school?
Recess.
Okay, good deal. All right. Lastly, any shout-outs for you guys?
I kind of forget. It's just hard to remember.
Okay.
So many fun stuff.
Okay. Anything you want to say?
No.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Good luck in the future. Final score was 20-0, but it was a playoff game, and the Bulldogs brought it from the snap and the opening kickoff that they were involved in on both sides of the line of scrimmage. And we hope that you enjoyed all the action here from Miracosta High School, the home of the Mustangs, the 2009 CIF champions. But it was flag football today, and the Bulldogs live to play another day. They'll be in the Rookie Super Bowl. I'm Greg G.K. Porter for LandsmanProductions.com with George on the camera saying take care of yourself. God bless, and as always, save this one on your hard drive. Bye now.